Hey guys, let's get more news from Dallas Cowboys, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Projecting Dak Prescott's next contract with the Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys have plenty of difficult decisions to make in the 2024 offseason. As the organization prepares for an all-in season where they desperately want to make a deep postseason run, perhaps the biggest question they have to answer is regarding Dak Prescott's future. The star quarterback is entering the final year of his four-year, $160 million deal he signed back in 2021. Whether the Cowboys give him one of the most lucrative deals in the NFL to keep him as their QB going forward, despite the playoff struggles, will be a franchise-defining moment. There are plenty of complications and factors going into this decision. Prescott currently has a $59.4 million salary cap hit in 2024. The Cowboys can carry that figure into the season, but this would hinder their ability to add or retain players in free agency. They already have to restructure Trayvon Diggs' deal and give CeeDee Lamb and Micah Parsons extensions. It behooves the Cowboys to lower Prescott's cap hit by giving him a longer contract. However, there is not much incentive for Prescott to give Dallas a discount. He should have plenty of suitors in free agency, as he just had the best regular season of his career and was an MVP runner-up with league-leading touchdown passes and QBR. The Cowboys also can't place the franchise tag on him in 2025, meaning that unless an extension is signed by March, Prescott will become a free agent next season and is at risk of leaving Dallas. Considering that they have no means of replacing him with a quarterback of same caliber, the Cowboys have no choice but to give him a long-term extension. But what is a fair value contract for a quarterback who has historically been one of the most dominant regular season players, but has never played a conference championship game in 8 seasons as a starter? The standard annual salary for elite quarterbacks has reached over $50 million per year. Joe Burrow is atop the market at $55 million. Lamar Jackson and Justin Herbert both recently signed 5-year deals worth $52 million per year. It's hard to argue that Prescott has done less than Justin Herbert in his career. The floor for Prescott's next deal should likely be at that level. Prescott's agents will likely push for $60 million per year, making him the highest-paid player in the league. After the Cowboys' playoff foibles, that seems unrealistic. But a 4-year extension around $220 million, which would put him on par with Burrow, makes some sense for both sides. Similar to Prescott's contract structure in 2021, this extension would likely have a lucrative signing bonus of upwards of $65 million as well. Dak Prescott currently has the 8th best odds, plus 1,600, to win the AP NFL MVP for next season on FanDuel Sportsbook. Head over to FanDuel to claim your $200 in bonus bets when you make a winning wager of $5 on any event. Stephen A. Smith in hospital after Cowboys' Micah Parsons crossed him at NBA All-Star Celebrity Game practice. We have an update on Stephen A. Smith's injury from NBA All-Star Weekend. The ESPN Firebrand is coaching one of the NBA All-Star Celebrity Game teams, and during practice, Dallas Cowboys linebacker Micah Parsons hit him with a vicious crossover dribble that could have literally broken Smith's ankle. This has not been confirmed by Adrian Wojnarowski, Adam Schefter, but this is what Stephen A. told me. If he wants to change the story when he gets here, that's fine, Smith's First Take co-host Molly Karam reported on Friday. Stephen A. Smith is one of the coaches for the Celebrity All-Star Game tonight alongside our guy Shannon Sharpe. They had a practice. So he started messing around with Micah Parsons, of all people, one of the guys on his team, obviously a Dallas Cowboy. Micah cheated on him, and all I know is that Stephen A. is in the hospital right now getting x-rays. First Take panelists Monica McNutt and former NBA player Tim Legler laughed at Smith's situation, with Legler adding, "Monica, let's have some fun with this." Based on the story's presentation and the panelists' reactions, it appears that Stephen A. is more embarrassed than seriously hurt, which is good news. For context, Parsons is a 24-year-old, 6'2", 224-pound multi-time All-Pro linebacker who is arguably one of the best athletes in the world. Smith is a 56-year-old straight talker who stands between 6 feet and 6 feet tall and weighs between 145 and 165 pounds, according to a quick Google search of these facts. His competitive athletic career ended in 1991, averaging 1.5 points per game at Winston-Salem State University. Dallas Cowboys warned not to pursue Buccaneers All-Pro Mike Evans. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have multiple players across their roster who will be coveted free agents this offseason. The top of the list includes former number 1 overall pick Baker Mayfield and All-Pro wide receiver Mike Evans. While the Buccaneers are going to do everything in their power to keep the duo in the Sunshine State, there's always the possibility that one or both players eventually decide to move on. At least one potential suitor is being warned to approach Evans with caution in free agency. The Dallas Cowboys are coming off another disappointing finish and are in need of a splash, with head coach Mike McCarthy and quarterback Dak Prescott expected to reassume their roles in 2024. The pursuit of a talent such as Evans could be tantalizing. However, Bleacher Report's Christopher Knox made his case for the Cowboys to pass on pursuing the veteran wide receiver. Tampa Bay Buccaneers receiver Mike Evans is coming off of his 10th consecutive 1,000-yard season and figures to be one of the bigger names on the market, if Tampa lets him reach it. However, Evans is also set to turn 31 in August and is going to command a hefty salary. He has a projected market value of $23.8 million annually, which Dallas could likely only afford with a backloaded deal. With contract extensions looming for both CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott, can't afford to commit a ton of future salary to Evans, who might only be a temporary fix at the receiver position anyway. While Evans is still playing at a tremendous level, the dreaded cliff can strike older receivers unexpectedly. Dallas is already strapped for cash and probably won't be able to create enough room to acquire Evans while prioritizing the future of the franchise. Star wide receiver CeeDee Lamb is entering the final year of his deal and will make $17.9 million this upcoming season. The Cowboys also have to decide what they'll be doing with Prescott. Evans is coming off a 4-year $82 million deal with the Buccaneers and is in a position to command even more money in what could be one of the final contracts of his professional career. He's earned it after a record-setting 10 consecutive years with 1,000 plus receiving yards since he entered the league in 2014. During his career, Evans has caught 762 passes for 11,680 yards with 94 touchdowns. He scored double-digit touchdowns in 3 of the past 4 years and is already Tampa Bay's franchise leader in receiving yards and receiving touchdowns. And you fan, what do you think of the Mike Evans situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.